right, welcome to the Back Office Show, the podcast born in the manager's office where smoothies blended in the background and hot takes were made off the clock. I'm Capone, and here with me is Combus, and we're having another great week. Combus, how we doing?
We're doing great, man. I think we're a week off, but it's all right. We had a lot of things going on. You came out to Colorado. That was a fucking blast. I had a great time. Um, you want to kind of share some details about your trip?
Yeah, yeah. Like Bry said, apologies, you guys. We know that last week we weren't able to get a pod out. We really wanted to, but yeah, it was super fun. Last weekend, I went out to Colorado with my girlfriend Jackie, and we went to visit one of her best friends that she went to college with, and it was a great excuse to be able to see Rye and my family. And yeah, man, we had just an epic weekend. I made sure that me and Jackie got the first flight out to Colorado from San Diego. We got to Denver at like 9:30 in the morning on Friday, which was epic, and we got to have a full ass weekend because we didn't leave till like midnight on Sunday. But yeah, we just were able to go out a few nights, rip up the town, rip up Old Town, and then we got to float on Saturday, and it was a lot of fun. Ryan was definitely out of his element a little bit, but Ryan, you wanna tell him about your what ended up happening by the end of
Well,
it?
I mean, the water on the river was like 6 inches high. Like the
Yeah,
water was super low. I thought I did a good job. I have very albino skin. It's not
yeah,
like in
yeah.
the summer when I tan, I turn to a nice white, you know? I go from like a nice ghost purple in the
To
winter
sour cream.
to like a nice white. So
Yeah.
I applied sunscreen everywhere and I'm like, all right, we're good to go. But when you're sitting on those tubes, you're not really like sitting like straight up at a 90-degree angle. Like the tube, it deflates somewhat a little bit, so you're kind of leaning back. So my shorts went down and I had fifth degree burns on my thighs.
Yeah, he was
And
telling you were
that
telling
was
me
fun.
that you're still dealing with the peeling.
Yes, and you were out on wasn't that like July 26th
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that? Yeah, and
Yep.
it's August 4th and I just started peeling.
It's
So,
insane. That's the whole
yeah.
week. So, I mean, just you being in bed, not being able to move at all.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
know,
like
dude.
brutal. Brutal. No, the sun, it was hot that weekend. It was like I think consistently like 90 degrees, which
Hmm.
for Colorado is abnormal. That's not normal at all.
That's
So,
about as hot as we get is
yeah.
like mid 90s. That's
Mhm.
super hot.
It
But
didn't
yeah,
help that you were in the it didn't help that you were in the deflated tube either.
no,
So yeah, yeah. We
no.
ended up halfway through. We had a bitchin' setup where we had a few tubes. One of them was for the girls where they had a double tube with a cooler in the middle. So that was pretty awesome. But like Ryan was saying, like the water was at some places was like literally 4 inches, 6 inches deep. So like they ended up running into a stick and then it deflated and then Ryan had to use one side of the tube because we had two couples and we ended up using those tubes just working together and sitting on those, and so Ryan was left with all the drinks and which was not bad, but yeah, in the case of having to push that thing, and Ryan also didn't bring water shoes at all, so it showed how ready he was for this adventure.
I was not ready. I brought I brought a can of Zins and a bottle of water.
Yep, yep.
That's
So,
what I needed.
and then we proceeded to go out to Old Town afterwards, and so that the sun and the alcohol mixture, that's a recipe for disaster, a whole day.
But
But
it's
it was,
also a recipe
yeah,
for a really good time.
yes,
It
exactly. It
was
was a
fun.
really good time, very fun. So yeah, that was a fun trip. We needed a extra day to recuperate, and so apologies again, everybody, that we weren't able to put a pod out last week, but we'll have it out actually today because we're doing it Monday morning, August 4th, and I'm gonna have it out hopefully by early evening. And so, but yeah, let's catch up because we're all caught up with sports and this is relevant news, but we had our first football game of the year in 2025.
So much fun, dude.
So
I
sick.
the fact that it was the Chargers just brought a smile to my face. I the whole day I was at work, like I'm just filling prescriptions, and I it just the whole time in my head it was just dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Like I was just playing NFL theme songs in my head. I was so excited. We beat the shit out of the Lions. Former second overall pick Trey Lance looked good. He looked really
hmm
good. I mean, it's Hall of Fame game. He's throwing against guys who are more likely than not going to make the team, but just to even the simplest thing of just a handoff up the middle, a little cut for 4 yards, getting hit by a linebacker it was just so cool just to watch people get hit in pads and first down throws, going for it on fourth down, just all the little things. It was just brought so much joy to me.
Yeah, Hall of Fame weekend, Lions Chargers. It was really fun to just be able to see pads again, like the game that
Yes.
we love. It gives you the sense that like fall is almost here. Even like you said, like you get the first initial run, is the starters, but then after that, it's going to be second, third stringers. But still, it's football. It's football, and we're back. And yeah, like Ryan said, the Chargers killed the Lions 34-7. Um, and Harbaugh is off to a great start. He's off to a great
Yeah.
start. He's
And
pumped. I know he's ready.
and then also I'm a little bit upset that we did miss that week for the pod
Yeah.
because you even know a cool person that I met, or was it your first time meeting LeBron?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It was,
Yep.
yeah, a really
Yep.
cool person that we met on the trip. His name is LeBron. Shout out to him. I think he'll be listening to this, but I was telling you, and I was telling him, and I was telling almost everyone I know, and it wasn't just because I was a fan. One of my best bets was going to be Chargers money line.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we recorded last week, I put $40 on it at plus 115, and it hit easily. So, but that just added into the game for me also. Like I had money on my team and they were kicking ass. I was just like, "We're back, we're back." I
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
loved it, man. I
Yeah, no,
fucking
it
loved it.
was yeah, it was a good game and yeah, so that's Izzy's boyfriend, my girlfriend's best friend's boyfriend. They just moved to Fort Collins and Ryan and him were having some good talks on the couch about, what could be a good bet for this Hall of Fame game and yeah, that was right on the money for sure. But yeah, Trey Lance looked great. Two touchdowns, 120 yards passing. Um
Hmm.
and then Vidal, I think Kimani Vidal, right? He
Yeah,
he
yeah, he was a
contributed
rookie for
to
us last year.
yeah, he had two rushing touchdowns.
Hmm.
Lions offense definitely struggled to find like a rhythm. I mean, you could say that has to do with like the coordinators, it's a whole new system really for them, but yeah, Kyle Allen was the starting quarterback. He threw for 91 yards, and two interceptions. So yeah, it definitely looked like they didn't really have, a rhythm.
No.
And it looked like the Chargers were ready to rock, man. They're ready for a good year.
Yeah, I definitely think so. And another thing that was cool with that game was also seeing another Charger in there. Antonio Gates was part of that
Yep.
class that went into the Hall of Fame. Him, Jared Allen, Eric Allen, and then Sterling Sharp, Packers wide receiver.
You know that stat that came out about Antonio Gates? Uh,
The wasn't it like the first player to ever make the Hall of Fame without playing a snap of college football?
how does that even work?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I
I
knew that he
yeah.
played basketball at Kent State. Like
Hmm.
I knew that just from being a fan, but I thought at some point he, put on the pads for them.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Yeah, I don't know even know like how he got noticed or like drafted, like a
Yeah.
part of the NFL system when you don't play college football. And then to be a Hall of Famer is like
To be a
that's
Hall of Famer, that's
wild.
insane. It's
Yeah.
insane. Yeah, I mean, they obviously scouts must have like gone into Kent State and saw this guy playing basketball or something. It'd be interesting. I'd love to read more about that and maybe next week talk about that again because that is a crazy stat to think about. Like not playing a down of college football and then making the Hall of Fame. That's pretty
Yeah.
amazing. But yeah, shout out Antonio Gates, legend of the Chargers. And yeah, man, we got some more NFL news as well. It looks like Micah Parsons wants out of Dallas.
Him and Terry McLaurin. Yeah,
Yep.
pretty crazy, dude. You gotta love Jerry Jones just
Hmm.
for kind of the icon that he is. But damn, dude, when you look at stuff like this, I looked at it and it just think about all the shit from the past, just holding out with, Dak Prescott, holding. And then all of a
Hmm.
sudden you come to wit's end and $60 million a year. He
Hmm.
just waits and waits and waits. And then all of a sudden overpays for these people. And it's just, I don't know, it's just a shit show. I actually really hope that he gets dealt. I hope it's like a big like shit storm for them. Like I hope he gets dealt, he goes somewhere else, and then like the whole thing crumbles, and then finally they can just move on to like new ownership.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Jerry's gonna let go of that team until that man croaks. So it would be interesting.
Is that actually
Um,
probably what's going to happen? I mean, is he
yeah,
literally
for
just going to
sure,
run the
man.
team until he dies?
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
he's not gonna even. I mean, he doesn't make any sense right now, like when he has press conferences. But like at this point, like yeah, he's gonna wait. He's gonna have like an AI chatbot to talk for him at some point because he's gonna be a noodle here pretty soon. So, but yeah, so Micah currently, I think right now for trades, the Eagles and the Patriots are early betting favorites right now to get Micah Parsons. But I don't know. We'll see. Most likely Parsons will just wait and then he'll go back to the Cowboys. But it's always fun to look at, to see like
Oh
maybe
yeah,
little scenarios of where they could go. And I mean, yeah, could you imagine? I mean, Micah on the Eagles or
dude.
the Patriots. I mean, that's it's wild, both teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's just kind of a clusterfuck down in Dallas, and I don't know, like from what I've heard, like all of the different situations that they have to go through down in Dallas, it's more of a zoo than an actual organization. Like they have
Yeah.
like different like for their weight room, like people can pay a certain amount of money to literally watch the players like through a glass mirror or window and watch them like work out, and it's kind of more of like a zoo type of feeling than actually like, hey man, we're playing football here. Like we're trying to
A
get an
hundred
organization
percent.
going. He great marketer. Jerry Jones is a great marketer, understands how to make money, but I mean, yeah, he hasn't really had a team since the 90s, so I think it's all about the money at this point for him and it's interesting. And then Scary Terry, I don't know, man. I would love to see him with Debo because I think that offense would be unreal. Even though people have been giving like Debo shit about his weight and everything like that, I still think having Scary Terry with him on the other side, it makes Daniels that much better. Excuse me.
Yeah. The whole Terry McLaurin situation, I find super odd. I mean,
Mhm.
he's not, it's not like he's coming off of a rookie contract or something to where like he is pretty like underpaid. That dude's making $24 million a year. this year?
Hmm.
I mean, he's up there,
Yeah.
but like all of a sudden he just like wants to be like top three paid. I just find it super weird. I mean, you're up there. Like some of the things that when people hold out like Hendrickson, I mean, for the
Hmm.
Bengals, I don't know like all the metrics on it, but you have people that are like outside of the top 25 of their paid position because of like an old rookie contract or an old second contract, and they've completely outplayed their contract on a consistent basis
Yeah.
to where they're like, no, I'm like one of the top dogs at my position. I want to get paid accordingly. Terry McLaurin is currently up there. He signed in
Mhm.
2022. He signed a 3-year, almost $70 million contract.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm confused, like what he's
he
wanting.
he definitely wants like DK money, like that 33 million a year
He wants like
type, but
Jetta's money.
yeah, he wants that type of money, but it also you got to factor in the age. Like it's not that he's 29 years old. He's going to be 30 this year during the season. But like you look at like DK or like you said Justin Jefferson, like DK is 27 years old. So he's still in his prime, you know? He's still got 3 years of like really lucrative years. Scary, you know, he's got maybe 1 or 2 more years. And I understand. Like he balled out last year. Um, and it was great because Jaden really not Jaden, Terry really hasn't had many great quarterbacks, and he's consistently provided them great years throughout, the last 4 or 5 years. But yeah, man, ultimately, like your time's kind of running out, and you can't just be asking for crazy money after just one great year. So it is interesting. Hopefully, he can stick with them. I think the Commanders are still like minus 200 to re-sign him. I think he's just going to hold out, kind of like
Okay.
what every player is doing now. But the other team that's right up there is the Patriots, and I believe the Jets as well. So. Um, yeah, we'll see how that works and kind of go from there. And then the last thing I was going to bring up, Rye, when it came to like news for this last week is our boy Luka and the Lakers were able to get a little contract done with a contract
Hmm.
extension, 3 year, 165 million. And I wanted to hear your thoughts on that.
I loved it. I always get a little bit scared when your teams have like trades and give up assets to get a new star like that because you're worried if we don't get this guy long term, even though we fleece the Mavericks, like you lose Anthony Davis, Max
Hmm.
Christie for virtually nothing. But to like have that commitment to see him in the off season with like the weight and the shape that he's in, and then
Yep.
commit to the organization long term is super exciting because I'm ready for the post LeBron Lakers, and it looks like he is too. So I was
Yeah.
really 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 stoked to just get that out of the way, especially because this is going to be like his first year with the Lakers. I mean, he
Yeah.
came in off of an injury mid-season, only like 25 games left, go into the playoffs. We weren't really ready. So to have him commit before the season, full commitment, full year, ready to go, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, and it gives him the third year is he has a player option, but I think what's going to happen for him is most likely in that third year he's going to hit that max contract where I think it's like going to be like a 4 year, $435 million contract for him. So I think that most likely he's going to stay a Laker for a long time,
Hmm.
especially with having like new ownership now that's willing to pay him that type of money to stay, understands like his value. I could see Luka being a Laker for at least another 6, 7 years.
That's such a great point with the organizations. Like that is what the Lakers are great at.
Yeah.
They value their stars and they treat their stars like stars.
Hmm.
So yeah, with the Mavericks, it almost kind of had to seem like this whole battle of no, I'm worthy of the money, or I can do this. And they're like, he's a little overweight, or he doesn't play that
Mhm.
great at defense. Like we're not there was always a little like caveat with like Luka and the Mavericks to where they didn't want to give him that full commitment. But the Lakers, we understand what stars are, and we're like, no, we're gonna pay you, and you're gonna be a Laker for a really long time. And then once LeBron leaves, we're gonna make sure to give you another star
Yep.
and
Yeah.
surround him with better players, and we'll buy into Luca, and it's
Yeah.
super exciting. I'm very very excited.
Yeah, same here. Mark Walter, new owner of the Lakers, he's willing to spend money and he's gonna do whatever it takes to get another guy in there. You never know. We could end up getting maybe a Joker, you know, Nicola.
I
That'd be pretty
I
awesome.
know.
Have the European team. You never know. But all right, let's move on to trivia this week, right? I'll start it out. I've got mostly, well, no, it is full NBA. Um, Next week and in the weeks after, I'm going to start going into more football, and then maybe start like doing what I was doing before, where it's kind of like different sports, just to make it fun for the audience, because we're not experts in everything, like fucking cricket or something like that. But we're gonna do something easy like NBA right now. So I'll start out first, and then want to just go back and forth like we usually do.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Rye Columbus, tell me, which NBA player has won the most MVP awards?
Michael Jordan. Kareem.
Yeah, Kareem. Yeah,
Is it
Kareem.
Kareem? Yeah.
Yeah, Kareem. Kareem's got the
Okay.
most MVP awards. He's got six. That was a good.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, yep.
I
Michael,
said
Kareem,
yeah.
Michael.
I said Michael, and then I went, wait, no, six titles, five MVPs, right? He had
Yeah.
five, I think.
Yep.
And yeah,
Yeah.
Kareem had three with the Bucks, three with the Lakers.
Yep. Good call.
All right. I'm all football
Perfect.
on
Let's
mine.
do it.
In 2013, Peyton Manning broke the NFL record with 55 touchdown passes. Who were the top three players on that team with receiving touchdowns?
That's an awesome question.
Isn't that sweet?
That's a great
I
question.
like, yeah,
I'd
I
love
like
to
that.
hear like what website you got that from. Top three. So one has got to be Demarius Thomas.
He's at number one with 14.
Okay, Demarius Thomas. And then yeah, there was another great wide receiver in that crew, and fuck me. Oh dude, I don't want to take forever. Silence.
Number
Don't.
87.
Oh, Eric Decker.
Nice. He was
Eric
third.
Decker.
He was third with 11.
Okay, Eric Decker, and then there was one more. Oh man, why am I blanking right now? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh no. Number two was tight end Julius Thomas.
Okay, I knew it was a tight end. Okay.
And then number four, if you were to say this, number four on the list was Wes Welker
Yeah, Wes. Okay, I knew
with
they had.
10 touchdowns.
Damn, man. No, that was a good. That was a great question.
Thank you.
That was a great team. All right. Second question for you. Who was the youngest player to score 30,000 points in his career in the NBA?
It's got to be LeBron.
Correct.
Yeah, I
LeBron.
think I think LeBron has all I think he's got like the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then unfortunately for everyone else who is going to play NBA in the future, he's first to 35,000 and then obviously like first to 40,000.
Yeah.
No one's going to score that many points ever again. But
No, no.
but yeah, LeBron.
Yep, LeBron. That's right.
I got kind of another I swear this is not a website. I just looked up random teams and like stats and created questions off of it.
I love it. Give it to
In
me.
2011, Drew Brees threw for 5,500 yards.
Hmm.
Which wide receiver on that team had the most yards?
2011.
Yeah, it's like just an old
God,
like
dude. I mean,
Sims.
that was sophomore year.
So I'll give you a little bit of a hint. Maybe you can start creating a depth chart in your head. The tight end on that team who had the most yards was Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham. Yeah. And then you're talking about wide receiver.
But this guy was a wide receiver with the most yards.
I'm trying to like go back in time, 2011.
I know.
Oh God,
You need a
come on,
hint?
Cam, come on. Yeah, give me a hint.
Okay, another wide receiver on that team.
Hmm.
That's not really a great hint. Uh, was Lance Moore.
Lance Moore,
Lance Moore, and then a
2011.
running back on that team was Darren Sproles.
Wow. Um, I'm gonna give you a guess, and I know this is fucking wrong, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna say Michael Crabtree.
No.
No,
Um,
no.
when I say this name, I mean almost 10,000 yards in his career. You'll know when I say the name. Marquise Colston.
Yeah, that's a great yes. Marquise Colston. Wow, that's a great one. Damn, dude. I like these. It kind of makes
I
me
like going
think.
back
It's
in the
gonna make
past.
no, I do too, dude. I do too. Michael Crabtree. Jesus. All right. Who was the first player in NBA history to be unanimously voted MVP?
Steph Curry
That's
in
right.
2016.
Yep, that's right.
That
Three
was
right.
that was something else, dude.
It really was.
I mean, that was probably obviously people who are big NBA fans talk about it all the time. 2016 was it was one of those things in sports where you're thinking somebody in the background is just like writing shit down.
Hmm.
Oh, like, oh, what if this happened? And someone in the background's like, no, or if it was like a movie, they're like, no, dude, that's too much. That's
Yeah.
way too much. Like,
Yep.
no, we're gonna have the Warriors win 73 games. It's gonna be Kobe's last year. He's gonna score 60 in his final game. And then wait a minute, LeBron is gonna come down 3-1 and beat the team with the best record in NBA history. So I'm be like, cut,
Yeah, dude. To
too
give
much,
Cleveland, yeah, to give
too
Cleveland their first
much.
championship. Yeah. And
That was
then
the Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine dunk contest that year
yeah.
too.
Hmm.
The Steph Curry on Saturday night, the 40-foot game winner, the
Hmm.
famous, Curry way downtown, bang,
Was that was
bang.
OKC?
Yeah, against
Yeah,
OKC.
OKC. Yeah. And then that was the weird year, dude, where they had in the NBA they had those jerseys that were like t-shirts.
Yeah.
They had like the t-shirt jerseys and everybody was like, "What the fuck are these?" And like LeBron, I think in the finals ended up like ripping up his like
He did.
sleeves.
He like stretched it out so
Yeah.
much that it became like a jersey.
Yeah, yeah. And it was yeah, 2016 was an amazing year overall in sports, but yeah, the NBA it was like
Yeah.
picture perfect.
No, it was fantastic. All right, I got
Uh,
one more for you.
all right, let's see if I can get it right this time.
I think you'll be able to. I've kind of had to leave you just back there thinking about it, but so name not all of them. Just give me seven of the top 10 players in the NFL in passing yards.
Seven of the top 10 players
Seven of the
in
top
passing.
10. You can just start firing off. I'll keep count. You
Okay.
can fire off
Um,
obvious ones.
yeah, I'm gonna go Drew Brees.
It's one.
Okay, I'm gonna go uh Elway.
He's 12th.
Oh shit. Okay. Dan Marino.
That's two.
Okay, Peyton Manning,
That's three.
Tom Brady,
That's four.
um da, 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 Steve Young.
No.
No, not Steve Young. Joe Montana.
No.
No, damn, dude. Michael Vick.
No. Think
Uh,
think Packers for a couple of these.
oh, okay. Aaron Rodgers, Brett
Mhm.
Favre.
Yep.
Um, yeah, that's horrible, man.
Some people on this list, I mean, you really wouldn't expect.
Okay, so I've
Like,
got like four right now,
I give you five.
five, and I need two more. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Cam. Philip Rivers.
Yes.
Philip
He's number
Rivers.
6.
And then I'm gonna go.
One of them is a current player.
I'm gonna go. Come on, Cam. Just throw one out there. Fuck, dude. A current player. Yeah, that one's gonna get me all mixed up. Come on.
Dig
Sorry for
deep.
the quiet. I know,
Dig
dig
deep.
deep. Jesus Christ, Cameron. Um, is Ben Roethlisberger on there?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
he's
cool.
number 5 all time. It goes
Okay.
Brady, Breeze, Manning, Favre, Big Ben, Rivers, Rodgers. Rodgers is going to pass Rivers this year. 8 is Matt Ryan.
Okay, yeah.
And then 9, Dan Marino. Number 10 is Stafford.
I love that. Yeah, damn, dude. Even you giving me having to give me like the Green Bay Packers, like I feel like I'm a fucking faulty NFL fan.
Oh, we're good, man. I mean, it's like 6 in the morning.
Shit, dude. All right. Well, that was it for the trivia this week, and then we'll end it off with our sports bet of the week. Rye, I think we are tied at two wins apiece.
Yeah, we are.
And I'll start it out. I don't have too many stats on this pick, but I just for some reason really like it. Now that we have the NFL back and we have preseason games, I think we were talking about this last weekend when we were all hanging out, but the overs in a lot of games I think are going to hit, just because those defenses are going to be second, third string, and I think it's just going to be a lot of touchdowns. And I like the Seahawks Raiders over 35 and a half. It's at minus 110. I think there's going to be a lot of scoring in that game. The defenses, when it comes to the second and third string, I don't think are going to be really all there. And yeah, I'm going to go with that as my pick of the week.
Okay. And when is that preseason game? Is that a
So that's
Saturday one
actually
or
no, it's a Thursday game.
that's a Thursday? Okay.
It is a Thursday game, and I believe it starts at 7 o'clock. It's the late game on Thursday.
Okay.
Hmm.
I am gonna go. I'm here. I had like a future one that I was gonna do.
Hmm.
I'm gonna do that more towards we're at like week 1 of the NFL because it'll be a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah.
more relevant to
Plus,
root
we
for.
need
But
yeah, we got to get some bets in so we can see if we can get a hat before the season starts.
so I'm kind of going live. Like, just I didn't expect you
Yeah,
to go preseason, so I'm literally making one in my head right now.
yeah.
And this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna join you on Thursday.
Okay.
John Harbaugh has that for the Ravens,
Hmm.
has that ridiculous like 25 and 1 in preseason whatever games. They're going up against Danny Dimes and Anthony Richardson on
Hmm.
Thursday,
Hmm.
and they're playing at home.
Yep.
They're underdogs.
Yeah, they are. I
I'm
see that.
I'm gonna go, and they have Cooper Rush at
Hmm.
quarterback. The Ravens,
Hmm.
experienced guy with some time in the NFL. I'm gonna go with Ravens plus 3.5 Thursday at 5 o'clock,
I
minus
like it.
110. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ravens plus 3.5 at
Minus
home.
110.
Yeah, at home. I
All
like
right,
that.
at home. Yeah, I like that a
Who the
lot.
fuck is Devin Leary? That's another quarterback on the Ravens.
That
A
sounds like a
white
guy
guy
from
out of
the.
Kentucky.
I was gonna say that name. I mean that's like 1980s name.
Ooh, that picture of him on the that forehead scares me a little bit, but
Yeah.
hopefully he can come through for the spread. No,
You
I
got
like that
plus
at
plus
home.
3.5.
Plus 3.5. Come within a field
I
goal.
I have on DraftKings right now that's at minus 115.
Oh, I'm looking at FanDuel minus
Oh,
110.
okay, okay, okay. Well, hey, that's even
But
better. I like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Pick your poison. Obviously, FanDuel's got a better wager on it, so go there. And that sounds good. Well, hey, that wraps it up this week for the back office show. Thank you guys. Hopefully, everybody will be able to tune in and listen this week. Apologies again for us not being able to get that podcast out last week, but we were having some fun out in Colorado. And please make sure to subscribe on our YouTube, um, the Back Office Show. Our Instagram is the Back Office Show. Ryan's been doing a great job of getting some posts out there about our bets of the week and just overall like news. So please make sure to give us a follow and yeah, have a great week, you guys. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, see you guys.